Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Itzonil, Itzo, Sol, whatever you want to call me, I'm here for you. I also have a podcast, Conscious Concubine, that is available everywhere. And today's video is gonna be yet another episode for the podcast. I know it's been a while. And guys, I've written like 50 different formats for 50 different podcasts. I just haven't come around to filming it and editing it, but here we are. I have a lot to say. I'm gonna try to put each subject into a little pill, an easy to swallow pill. In my podcast, I'm used to screaming at people because I used to be the type of person that learned through tough love only, but then I realized the only reason I respond to tough love is because I'm used to tough love, which in reality it wasn't tough love. It was just narcissism and me having to earn my parents' love. So if you feel seen, heard, if you resonate with what I'm saying, stick around. So yeah, I realized that the only reason I responded to tough love is because I was used to conditional love, having to earn my parents' love. But since I've been healing, going to therapy, reading, journaling, meditating, etc., I realized, hey, I deserve a little compassion. If I can provide compassion to others, even though I never received it, why can't I provide that compassion to myself too? I'm a human being, okay? It's my first time on earth. I went through a lot growing up, and I can take it easy because I'm doing a lot better than most people that went through the shit I went through are doing. So not to compare or anything, but it's like, girl, give yourself a breather, give yourself a pat on the back, okay? Instead of my podcast being me screaming and cursing at you guys, it's gonna change to me giving you this hard to swallow pills and this intense information in a cheerful way, because why not, bro? Like, it's gotten to a point, I mean, I've been like this for most of my life, but especially recently, where I could have a panic attack. I literally lost my cat a month ago, and yes, I still cry about it and everything, but even as I'm going through these horrible things, I can still be grateful for what I have, for where I am, for who I am, for how I think, for my goals and ambitions. I can find things to be grateful for, and not only that, but I can feel okay. I can feel okay with getting mad. I can feel okay with not liking somebody. I used to feel horrible. I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a horrible person, I should like everybody. No, you don't have to like everybody, okay? As long as you like yourself. When you like yourself, bro, you're gonna meet a lot of people that don't like you because you like yourself and you're not easily manipulated, and people that don't like themselves and don't like you because you like yourself, and instead of asking you, hey, how can I like myself more, they're gonna be like, I hate this bitch, killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of saying, oh, let me meet her where she is up there, nah, I'm gonna bring her down here or below me so I can feel better about myself. That's how most people that are miserable, if not all, go through a life, just bringing people down because they don't want to put a little effort into going up, because they're lazy, because they don't feel like they deserve it, because etc. It doesn't matter, okay? I'm done analyzing why people are shitty, and I'm just like not taking the fact that I can understand where they're coming from as a reason to allow mistreatment towards myself, okay? I decided to do that. So I decided, hey, the truths that I be telling people are already hard enough. And obviously, by me being so rude about it and cursing and yelling on my podcast episodes, the previous ones, it did attract people that were broken like me. And people that would normally not listen to a podcast were listening to my podcast because they're used to getting yelled at like that. So me yelling at them like that, even though it was kind things that I was yelling, made them sit in comfort and listen to this, and were able to grow and evolve. But I'm changing. I'm constantly changing. We're all constantly changing. And I just want the fellow people that have listened to my podcast episode in the past to know that you don't need to get yelled at, bro. You don't need to hit yourself when you make a mistake. Relax, okay? Okay, so I wrote this the other day. I write notes, as you can see, on my phone daily of downloads that I get from the universe, from God, whatever you believe in. But I be going on a walk and I get, zoom, an answer for a problem that I had like years ago. And now I understand why things happen the way they happen, why that person talked to me the way they did. And now I'm less susceptible to being gaslighted by people that I love. Because just because you love them and they love you doesn't mean that they're trying to manipulate you for their own gain, or just to not admit that they were wrong about something. While they're trying to avoid accountability, they don't realize, because they're not that self-aware, that while they're doing that, they're hurting you emotionally. They're just like, oh, didn't get yelled at for this person for doing such and such thing. Whole time, you're in your room like, am I an evil person? Am I in the wrong? Am I tripping? Am I going crazy? Like, that's what gaslighting does. It makes you go crazy. And it doesn't matter. Like, people are so good at doing this, guys. People Gaslighters be reading books too, okay? Your ops be reading books in how to manipulate, 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, Surrounded by Idiots, stuff like that. Those are books that I read too, but I read to teach you guys how to protect yourselves against these evil people that just want to manipulate you for their own gain and drive you insane. Just use this knowledge for good, please. Anyways, I wrote this down. When you have a lot of energy, people can feel insecure and drained of energy. They feel like they have to compete, and since they can't, they just shut down, or they try to bring you down. And it's only then, when they manage to bring you down or to get you to shut up or to alienate you or do that little thing, triangulation, which I'll explain shortly, that's when they feel okay, because they feel in control. People just want to control you. People just want to control everything. People are control freaks, bro. But like, honestly, I don't have to control what you eat to be happy about what I ate. But some people are like, oh my God, I'm gonna eat unhealthy and this girl wants to eat healthy. That's gonna make me feel bad about myself because I know I should be eating healthy too. But instead, I'm just gonna bully this bitch into getting the food that I wanna get so that I feel not as bad as eating this unhealthy food, because I got this skinny bitch next to me also eating this unhealthy food. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are insane. They just are. When the whole time, you was just trying to be yourself. But they're not letting you because they're not even being themselves. They're betraying themselves. I just want you guys to remember that their insecurities are not on you, they're on them. It is not your job to make yourself a little smaller just so that the person next to you, who already feels as small as hell, feels better about themselves. It's not your fucking job, because when your parents were bullying you or abandoning you and you feel like shit, you didn't go out your way to make somebody else feel like shit, did you? Exactly. It's a fucking choice. You just focus on making yourself feel better, which is why it's so important for you to take up space. Don't be scared to take up space, because yes, you might trigger 99% of the people in the room, losers, but you may inspire some people to also embrace themselves. 80% of people might be mad, but 20% of people felt better just by seeing you be yourself. Do it for them. Fuck the rest. Do it for them. Do it for yourself. Shit, do it for yourself. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they don't want to win, it's because they don't want to win. It's their choice. It's not your fault. So just do you, bro. Just be you. Like, no matter what you do in life, people are always going to be hating on you. Triangulation. What is triangulation? Triangulation is when there's 3 people as friends and 2 of them are getting along, and then there's a third person that is jealous of the relationship or feels like left out. The whole time they're probably not even left out. They're just feeling that way, and they feel like, I have to have the best relationship with this person and this person. I have to be the favorite person of these 2 people. So I will do whatever it means to be the favorite. What may that be? They may tell this person that this person is talking shit about them, start shitting between them to separate them. Triangulation, to get in there and separate so that they can be friends with this person and be a crying shoulder for both people, while they're the reason those people are not even getting along in the first place. Insane, I know, but people do that. I've been a victim of that many times. Me personally, sometimes, most times, I love being around people like that. As long as they're not obviously being annoying or obnoxious or putting up an act, because it lets me just do my own thing. Be in my body or mind, chill without having to entertain anyone, because everyone is already at ease / entertained. I love the way I think and act. I love the way I am. That's an information for you guys. What I was saying with that is that I love when I meet somebody that like matches my energy and he's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm bipolar. I also have BPD, if you don't know that already. So sometimes I've been really chill, sometimes I've been really hype, sometimes I'm somewhere in the middle. But I love when I meet people that are like super hype, because then I can reserve my energy. Like, I never feel threatened by somebody else unless they're doing too much, like I said. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, I wanted to quote one of my favorite TV shows. It's animated, Rick and Morty. My cat name was Morty because I love that show so much. It was named after him. There's this quote where Morty is saying, "Your boos mean nothing to me. I've seen what makes you cheer." And I literally got goosebumps right now as I was saying that, because it's like, when you think about it, the people that are hating on you, hating on your dress, do they dress better than you? On your meals, do they eat better than you? They're hating on your content. They don't even post. They don't even fucking post. On TikTok, every time I want to see who's hating on me, they don't post. They're nobodies. They're literally just a fly on the wall. And that's the mentality you gotta have. You are booing me, but what makes you happy is trash. Like, I wouldn't respect what you find amusing. I wouldn't even turn my head and think twice about what you be liking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why would I care about what you don't like if I don't care about what you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to keep that mentality at all times, because the haters are below you. They have bad taste. They're doing way worse than you, mentally, physically, financially. Nobody that's doing better than you is gonna hate on you. A person that was obese and then got really cut and is doing fitness programs is not gonna laugh at you when they see you trying to lose weight. They're gonna maybe they'll give you some advice. Maybe they'll tell you, hey, you should join my team. I was in your shoes and I got here and I can show you how. I can motivate you. They want people to succeed too. Because when people say it's lonely at the top, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm so lonely, I got money, but I'm lonely. No, it means that, like, not a lot of people are at the top. Because not a lot of people want to go to the top. Not a lot of people want to put on that work. Not a lot of people want to go to the gym, work hard, save money, invest. A lot of people just want instant satisfaction. And I know me, myself, I have been like that most of my life, but not in like health or knowledge. Just like the moment I have enough money to travel, I get the hell out of here. I just love traveling. I can't stay still. But other than that, I'm pretty disciplined with my time and the things I do. I want to do things that only better me and make me feel good, even if it's not in the short run. Like going to the gym and I'm crying, I don't want to go to the gym, but I know that as soon as I'm done with the gym, which is long term, I'm going to be happy. So it's all about what's good for you. But yeah, remember that anybody that's hating on you is doing way worse than you. So if you just remember that in the back of your mind all the time, it's not going to affect you. It's not gonna affect you. On April 9th, I also wrote some things in my journal. I wrote 4 pages, some things that I wanna say to you guys. So I'm just gonna read to you guys, don't mind me. I didn't memorize this, but I was getting a download and I was just writing and writing and writing. This is dedicated to all my people that are persisting and still going for their goals and then still trying to become better people even when life is kicking them in the keister. Okay? Alright. Patience, trust. Enjoy the journey. You don't have to wait until you lose it. Cherish what's most precious to you. Everything we have and love is merely borrowed. Cherish it with your all while you have it. Your brother, your mom, your friends, yourself. If I knew I only had a day left, a month, a year, how hard would I go to get my message out there? Would I even spend any time scrolling online? Or would I connect? Would I want to accomplish the best body yet? Or would I give up on myself? Letting my last days on this earth go to waste? Nah, I would have fun, create, go for everything and anything, go after my wildest dreams. I'd try to go to space, go scuba diving, jump off a plane again, this time by myself, learn to drive a plane, release an album and music videos, learn to sing, dance, go see friends, see China and Japan, road trip or backpack in Europe, fall in love over and over again. I would learn to detach and let go, knowing that there will always be love wherever I go. Love in the world, love in my bones, love is my soul. I'd be kind to everyone, and the haters I'd ignore. I'd learn not to take their hate so personal. It's my life and I wish to enjoy it. I deserve to enjoy my time here. We all do. Some choose to, some choose not to. I want to, so I'm choosing to. Might not ace it the first or the 100th time, but I want to, and I shall try to, and I will get better at it with time too. And that's what matters. Change is inevitable. I just want to make sure that I'm changing for the better. No matter the people or circumstances around me, I cannot use them as an excuse anymore. In a way, I've gone through so much worse. In other ways, this feels harder than anything I've gone through before. It's supposed to mean I've leveled up. I got more expertise, but I also got some baggage with me. I need to let it go. That way, I'd be leveling the playing field. Because at the moment, it feels like the whole world is against me, since I'm not even betting for me. It starts with me. I have to bet on myself, because if I don't, if not even I believe in myself, no matter how many people do, I will not see it. It will not matter. I will not feel supported. No one can make you feel anything you don't allow yourself to feel. You make the rules, you choose your path, you pick your perspective. You allow yourself to laugh, to cry, to walk away, or to keep on trying. It's all up to you. You have free will. No one is coming to save you but you. Even if someone came to help you, if you don't feel or think you need/deserve help, whether that's consciously or subconsciously, you won't even be able to accept it. Hell, you might not even be able to tell apart the people trying to help you from the people trying to use you. I used to not care if I was being used. I didn't even see it that way for a very long time. Actually, I saw it as I'm lucky enough that people even want me around. I'd do anything to just feel like I belong. I just want to be helpful. I don't care if I get nothing out of it. Just the satisfaction of being useful to someone was enough for me. Even if the people I was helping were ungrateful and were mean to me. Thinking about it now, I'm like, damn, Itza, that's insane. But I don't judge her. I don't judge my past self because I know how she felt. I know that she had an abandonment wound that she's still trying to heal. I know that she didn't feel like she belonged in this world because from the moment she was conceived, she was not accepted. When she was born, her dad tried to say that I belong to another man when we have the same birthmark. And now I don't even speak to my dad anymore because I don't need that type of energy in my life. I don't need somebody who's working 24/7 to make me feel like I don't belong on this planet. Dude, back then, even the narcissistic friends that I had would call me out and say that I was love bombing them. When in reality, I was just trying to give everybody around me the type of love that I believe I wanted and I believe I deserve. So I believe if I want this love from people, I gotta give it first. If I was love bombing, the act never dropped. Never. And now that I see it, I realize these people were just projecting. But I didn't know it back then. I was only 18. Even now, when I put myself first because I learned how to do that, after I'm done taking care of my needs and my wants, bro, I will spoil the hell out of my friends. I can be there for them. I can listen to them. And the reason why I can do this and now I don't get depleted like I used to is because I already took care of myself. If I'm fine already, I can be there for you. I can listen to you vent. I can give you advice. If I made my money and I pay my bills, I can let you borrow some money or let you have some money. I can donate some money, but I can't do that when I don't have money for myself, when I don't have time for myself, when I haven't eaten, you know what I'm saying? In the Bible, it says, treat others how you want to be treated. It also means treat yourself how you treat others. It goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? It's just making people feel special brings me a lot of joy because I know that a lot of people are going through shit. And I know that a lot of people don't have that person that can show them what unconditional love is like. It's just that now I take care of myself before I do that. And I don't give that unconditional love to somebody that's being shitty to me. You know what I'm saying? I give it to those who deserve it. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Not everybody deserves your unconditional love because they're evil. But if they're not evil and they just feel like they don't deserve it, give it to them anyways. Maybe they'll go home and be like, damn, Issa treat me so nice. I don't even treat me that nice. Maybe I should treat me that nice, which has worked in the past. The difference between me now and then is that now I see myself as someone special that deserves that too. I'm a human being who deserves unconditional love regardless of mistakes or the pain that I'm feeling. We all deserve that. So I give it to myself. And every day I learn about new and better ways to treat myself. I let go of bad habits once I understand that these bad habits aren't who I am. They're just habits that I built up over time to protect myself, to cope with shit. But once I heal that shit I'm coping with, I don't need these bad habits anymore. Also because who I think I am keeps changing. Like I said, we're all evolving, it's inevitable. The more I keep healing and learning about how traumatic experiences can change the way you view the world and yourself, the more my actions towards myself and others change. It's all about perspective. So I'm in a journey to find myself again before the pain, the confusion, and hate. With compassion and care, I find new ways of loving myself and let go of the habits that cause me to neglect myself and spend more time doing what I love, allowing myself to enjoy life. Cause like, bro, I could even be in Puerto Rico at the beach and I would be miserable. No matter if I was surrounded by loving friends and no matter if I was in like my favorite place on earth, I was still miserable because I didn't allow myself to enjoy it. Because I was like, how could I enjoy it? I'm a piece of shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Relax. You're up here, bring it back down, you know what I'm saying? It was just so crazy to me how I could love the world 1000% and hate myself just as much. I don't get it. Because normally I meet people, like if they hate the world, they also hate themselves. If they hate themselves, they hate the world. And if they love the world, it's because they love themselves. But no, me, I was like, love the world, hate myself. Jesus. So yes, as I let go of the toxic habits that I built over time that caused me to neglect myself, my health, physically, mentally, spiritually, my well-being overall, I spend more time doing what I love, what I need, not what I think I should be doing, but what my body truly needs. Listening to my body is so important. I recently went to Costa Rica. Oh my God, I gotta tell you guys about this. and realize all spiritual advice is true, but not all it's true for you. I might elaborate, but just let me finish reading what I wrote. What was useful to you yesterday might not be so today or in a month from now, because you and the situation around you are always changing. Basically, I went to Costa Rica about a couple weeks after my cat died. The plane tickets was booked, everything was already booked, so I'm like, I'm gonna go. I don't feel like I deserve to even enjoy life right now because I lost my baby. He got hit by a car. But I went, and there's this book called The Body Keeps the Score. I'm gonna make a review video on that soon, hopefully. I gotta get on my grind. I gotta get on my Zoom. In this book, they teach you that even when you think you're done with a trauma that you don't care about anymore, somewhere in your body that trauma is stored, especially if you avoided it right away. So basically, when people lose somebody or a pet or something, they say, oh my God, I feel empty inside. Literally, when my cat died, I felt like an explosion in my heart. I felt like I had something in my heart. And the next day I went out and I was talking to the birds. Yes, I talk to birds. And they were telling me like, girl, you're full of his love. And the love that I have for my cat and the love he had for me were just there. I had somewhere to put it. Like grief is where you have love that you have nowhere to put. Tell me why. I go to Costa Rica, third or fourth day out there. My back gets a sharp pain where my heart is, but in the back, sharp pain. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I went water rafting. Maybe I got hurt while I was doing that. No. I'm looking at the videos of the vlog from Costa Rica, also dropping soon, and I'm seeing that slowly there's redness and swelling happening in my back. It happened over time. Why? From the somatic therapy book that I was reading on live, that I still gotta keep reading to you guys. I'm so sorry, I'm just doing so many things at once. I learned that when you have PTSD, CPTSD more like, your body will not show you the signs of stress until you are in an environment where you feel safe, where you don't feel like you're in a trauma. Because while you're in a traumatic experience where you should flight, freeze, or fight, your body is keeping the stress hidden because the adrenaline is just like, we gotta keep going, we gotta keep going. It's only until your body feels safe that it'll show you the symptoms of the stressful situation that you went through. So by being in the most peaceful country I've ever been to, Costa Rica, I felt safe enough. I was happy for the first time. I was distracted. I wasn't thinking about Morty because I wasn't where I usually hang out with him in my house. I'm just chilling and boom, I still have some pain. I still have a knot. I got a massage that day, the pain started, and the lady asked me if I was grieving. They know the body keeps the score. So she was trying to take it out, but I need like 5 more massages to take this grief out and then moving on. But you get what I'm saying? Like your body will speak to you when it needs to rest, when it needs to eat, when it needs to get away from this person, when something bad is about to happen, or when you have some pain that you keep storing. You're storing it. You don't want to let go, but you gotta let go to the pain so that you can only remember the beauty and the happiness and welcome in more great things into your life because you deserve that. No matter what happens, no matter who goes and who comes, who do you lose, who do you gain, you deserve to enjoy your life. The hell? What the hell? There's always a time to rest or hustle or be creative or be disciplined or to simply let the days flow and let your soul guide you through the unknown. Life is a dance and we must flow with it and sometimes guide and build our own path. A wise person knows how to listen to their bodies, their dreams, their intuition. Do not let other people's advice guide you all the time. After all, they don't hear what's in your soul. They only hear theirs. Sometimes they don't even hear that. Someone else's path is not your own. Learn to listen to your own inner voice. When God gives you a vision, He gives it to you only, most of the time. Do not deviate from your journey simply because everyone else around you can't see the vision and think they know what's best for you. But at the end of the day, no one knows what's better for you than you. Learn to trust yourself. Don't feel the need to always explain yourself. The need of always wanting to explain yourself comes from a childhood wound where we think we're not good enough, traumas from our childhood, but it's like, dude, nobody's your dad or your mom. They're not gonna beat you up if you don't tell them the reasoning behind your actions because people are always gonna question you until you see the results. Everybody that's up here that like a self-made millionaire, they got questioned while they were on their way to success. Imagine if they listened to the broke people around him telling him that doesn't make sense, that doesn't sound right. Hello? If they had listened to that, they would have never made it. But they trusted their own intuition, they trusted their goals, they organized themselves, they were disciplined, and they had a dream with a vision and plan and steps, and they were consistent with their goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just have a good goal and not be consistent with it because you're not gonna see the results. You gotta have all those things in there. Don't feel like you always gotta explain yourself. You gotta trust yourself, man. You're the only one who got yourself at the end. If you make it, you made it because of you. If you don't make it, you didn't make it because of you. You're not gonna make it because of what they're doing or what they're telling you to do. You gotta listen to yourself, man. Do what makes you happy. Know what's worth sacrificing. Don't lose yourself for anything or anyone. What you'll gain that way will mean nothing for you. You also gotta have your own values, bro. What another person say, oh, that could never be me. If you're happy doing that and it won't affect you in the long run or in the short run, I say go for it. Even if it's not ethical or appropriate for society. Like, you know how many times we're appropriate for society? Slavery. Is that really appropriate? No. So don't always think that what majority of people are saying is right, because most of the time they're wrong. Don't sacrifice something that when you get to the top, you're only gonna feel guilty about the things that you sacrificed. You're only gonna feel bad about what you were willing to put up with to get there. Like, it's not worth it. Some things are not worth putting up with to get where you are. Like, you got fired, so what? It's a blessing. I recently got fired from working on a set where they were underpaying us and being rude as fuck. Okay, I'll go back to YouTube. It's fine. Is YouTube paying me right now? Hell no. Is it gonna in the future? Yes, I know, because I am gonna keep being consistent. I know I haven't been consistent in the past 2 weeks because of my cat died and I was grieving, and I've been working on TikTok shop, but that's not an excuse. I should give you guys a time of day, and I will keep doing it. With the podcast or travel videos or cool activities that I do, you guys are gonna get videos weekly. Hug yourself. Talk to yourself. You're your best friend. You're an actual person. When you get intrusive thoughts, somebody's talking, somebody's listening. So instead of just listening to the negative shit that's trying to put you down, how about you talk to that negative voice, your inner child that's confused, scared, conflicted, your ego. Put it in check. Put it in a cage. Give it a little pillow. Tell it it's gonna be okay, bro. I got it. I got us. That's how you start trusting yourself, by building a connection with yourself. Talk to yourself. When you get a negative thought, be like, who said that? First question. Second question, why do you think that? And hit it with logic, bro. You hit it with logic, those negative thoughts, they're gonna cease. They're gonna cease. Every single day that goes by, they're gonna keep getting more minute to the point that you don't even hear them anymore. Trust me. Build confidence from the ground up. You got this. I believe in you. Go to bed early. You deserve your beauty rest, okay? You don't even know how many of the bad things going on in your life can be fixed by just getting rest. Your anxiety, your negative thoughts, your bad skin, your lack of appetite, your inability to go to the bathroom, a lot of things that are affecting your physical health, which then affect your emotional health, are a lot due because you're not getting proper rest. Get your beauty sleep. If you want to have more hours in a day, go to sleep by 10, wake up by 3. Boom. Boom, 5 hours. That's all you need. If you want to wake up even earlier, wake up at 2 in the morning. But there's this chemical that your brain produces to reproduce your neurons that happens from 10 p.m. and it goes down, and at 2 p.m. it's over. So you have to catch that. You have to catch that, because otherwise you're only sleeping, you're not resting, and you need that. You need your brain to function properly. Otherwise it's going to be mad and it's going to be saying so much negative things about you, to you. I'm telling you, stay hydrated. Another thing, all we need is sleep, air, water. Okay, you can survive on just water for 40 days, okay? Water is so important for your mental health, I'm telling you. If you drink water with Himalayan salt and lime warm in the morning, 2 cups, that water, instead of you peeing it out right away, it's gonna go straight to your nervous system, your brain, and your gut. And it's gonna make you feel instantly happier. I'm telling you, ever since I started doing this, my days are better. I go 1 day without my salty, lemony water in the morning, I'm grumpy, I'm sluggish, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I'm lost. Work out, eat healthy. This is your temple, you live here, treat it with respect. Humming is so good for the mental health, bro. If you're overwhelmed, just like, you're gonna feel automatically better. It's scientifically proven. I don't have all the facts here, but I read about it, so I just remind myself to hum daily. Dance, sing. Even if you dance bad or sing bad, who the fuck cares? It's not about being perfect at something, it's about feeling good. Clean your space. A clean space is a clean mind. Before you make any important decisions, how's your room looking? How's your purse? Your makeup bag? How is your house looking? Pray or journal. As you can see, I journal a lot and it helps a lot, except for when I'm angry. If you're angry, don't try to journal, because you're just gonna stab the journal if you're like me. There's different things that you should do based on different emotions. I'll get to that at the end, but let me just finish reading this. Meditate. These are some of the basic ways you can calm your nervous system by showing yourself that your body is safe. And because you're doing that for yourself, your body is learning to trust you. Your inner child is learning to trust you. That's how you build trust within yourself. And how you're nicer to yourself and you're healing yourself. You're healing shit that you didn't even break. I know it's not your fault that your parents treated you like shit or abandoned you. I know it's not your fault that you got cheated on, betrayed, backstabbed. It's not your fault that these things happen to you. I will never say that. It's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to get rid of the pain that caused in your body, because you deserve to be happy regardless of the shit that happened to you. You deserve to turn the page and start over. Affirmations in the mirror are a beautiful step. You're gonna feel weird, but I started this before I even knew what affirmations were. Literally when I was 17 and I tried to end it all, I started telling myself in the mirror, you deserve love, you're special, you belong in this planet, otherwise you would have never been born. You are love, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're loving, you deserve respect, you deserve friends who don't talk behind your back, you deserve friends who won't set you up or leave you behind in a party to get abused, you deserve friends who respect your boundaries, you deserve this, you deserve that. I just started telling myself what I want, even though, mind you, I didn't believe none of the things I was telling to myself in the mirror. I said it because I wanted it. Whatever you want, you deserve, darling. Even if you don't think and there's a voice bullying you, that's not you. No baby was born hating itself. Okay, that was taught behavior, and just like you were taught the wrong behavior, you can be taught the right behavior by yourself, for yourself, to yourself. I can sit here and tell you you're beautiful, worthy, etc., but it won't mean anything until you tell it to yourself, till it's engraved on your brain. I love you. So basically, there's a lot of coping mechanisms for when you're going through stuff. If you're angry, I say go on a walk, go on a run, take a cold shower to calm down. If you're having a panic attack, a cold shower can also help. You can put on boxing gloves and punch a tree if that's the type of aggression that will get that out of you. If you have BPD, my psychologist, a recent psychologist that I've been talking to, if you want her information, I can put you on, let me know in the comments. She can meet online. She's in Dominican Republic, she's bilingual. She specifies with people with BPD, and she told me what may not be a normal coping mechanism for most people is normal for you because you're a different person. So just do what works for you as long as you're not harming yourself. For example, sometimes I'll be panicking and I will start screaming in my house, just screaming to get that anger out. But then I had a meeting at the studio to record a song, and I would record it with a raspy ass fucking voice. And I thought that was really bad. I was self-harming. She said that no, that's fine. That's what you needed. Like, it may not be great for when you're about to go to the studio, but if it's what you needed to feel okay, it's good. And if you don't want to scare your neighbors, grab a pillow. Discriminate, you know what I'm saying? I used to break things that I love to hurt myself. Now, instead of breaking things that I love, I grab pieces of paper and I break it. And other people could be like, oh my gosh, she's so crazy. What the fuck? Well, you know, the shit that I went through was indeed fucking crazy, and it drove me a little mad. But this is a way that I'm dealing with it in a healthy way. I'm not hurting you, I'm not hurting me. Just breaking paper that I can use for an activity later, a little craft. So who am I really harming? I could recycle it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just different ways. You can go to the gym, you can swim, you can talk to a friend and vent. But before you vent to a friend, make sure that they're emotionally ready for that. Because a lot of times I didn't know that it's okay to say, no, I cannot hear you vent right now because I'm overwhelmed with my own life. And I would listen anyways because I thought that would make me a good friend. And as soon as my friend hung up, I cried for 5 hours because I was so overwhelmed with my life already. I didn't need somebody to vent at me. I needed to vent to somebody. To God, to myself, to my journal, you know? So just know that it's good to be there for your friends as long as you're not harming yourself in the process. Like, you come first, you come first. It's not being selfish, it's how shit should be, all right? So yeah, guys, that's a few of the things that I've been meaning to tell you guys for like 2 months now. I just never took the time to sit down and tell you, but I'm glad I did. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped in any way. And if you have any questions, ask me. Ask me below. I got you. I'll reply to all the comments. Love you guys. Peace, gods and goddesses. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.